YouTube people. I done it at the building. But nah, yeah, for real. What's up, YouTube people? Done in the building. And in today's video, we're gonna be doing a quick one on my budget EDC slash competition build. You know what I'm saying? This bad boy right here. Dig. We're gonna be going over thought process behind this build, everything that I got on it, and what else is to come on this build. So yeah, let's get into it. All right, so like I said, this gun started off as a EDC, and gradually one thing led to another, turned into a comp gun. Used to shoot a while back. Good friend of mine, Micah, he actually put me onto the whole competition shooting scene. When I started, I was running his Glock 17 fully decked out, trigger work, comp, the whole nine, you name it. And I liked it. Slowly got out of it due to life and the whole, y'all know how that shit go, the whole nine. But as of recently, I wanted to get back into it. And I had this one laying around and I was like, for the price that you go and buy a stock Glock and throw all the bunch of attachments on it, I can throw all the same shit onto here for half the price. So I was like, why not? So let's do it. And one thing led to another. Here we are today. It's not done. Still got more stuff to do to it. And we'll break that down today. So without further ado, let's get into my compact PSA dagger. You know what I'm saying? Bad boy. So yeah. All right, so getting it started from the bottom to the top, we have the standard 15 round P-Mag. These are great mags. These come standard, and I love them. Have no issues out of them. They run great. And yeah, so I used to run 7 extended blade plates. I won't mention the brand, but I ran into a couple of issues with them. And so I'm currently looking for a alternative option to run that are compatible with the P-Mags, because these are the mags that I prefer to run in my competitions over the OEM Glock mags. So right now I'm in the market doing a little bit more research, trying to find the best option for these bad boys. But the ones that I were running, they worked for a while, but then they didn't hold up to the degree that I was using them in, and what I'm going to be using them in. So for right now, rocking a 15 round flush mag, and on the side we have a 27 round P-Mag as well, and this just goes in the pocket. Yeah. So moving on up, we have, this is a eBay special flared magwell. For those of you who don't know what this does, it essentially it's a magwell with flared like bell bottom pants type ordeal. And what this does, it allows you, whenever your blood is flowing and under duress or whatever, it allows for you to have a little bit more room for error, a little bit more breathing room for you to get that mag out and quickly get another one in. So that's what that does. This is like 20 bucks with polymer flared magwell that I got off of eBay. And it's great. Probably along the way might swap it out for PSA. Now they have their Saber ones, their aluminum ones, so might swap it out. For right now, until this breaks or whatever, I don't see any point in changing it, because it works great. But yeah, this is the build. All right, so moving on up, we have the Handle It Grips Ed Series grips. If you guys are familiar with the Handle It Grip series, this is the midway between the sandpaper and the rubberized texture. And yeah, I've had these, been using them, as you can see. got normal grip angle wear on it, things of that nature. They do what they're supposed to. And as these got a little worn out, I'm going to be swapping these out for the actual sandpaper, grit paper versions of them, because for me, these work good, but my palms, my hands, they get super sweaty. And I feel like the sandpaper just gives it more of that security, mental security in my head, of hanging on to the firearm when my palms get sweaty. Knees weak, arms is heavy type shit. But no, it's just time that I try the sandpaper ones. Before we go any further, what's next for this is, like I said, it's a Glock 19 compact clone, and I have big hands. So as you guys can see, there's my grip. When I'm here, this is my grip. So got my little pinky that hangs off, and it normally wouldn't be a problem whenever I have the extension on, because it gives me that extra little room. But in this, it's not really conducive. It's not really that comfortable. So next to come for this is a undercut job, just to bring this up a bit, to give me a little bit more space up here, and get rid of that Glock knuckle. And they're probably gonna end up deleting this finger groove to have it flush and in a higher undercut. So I want to do that as well as maybe getting a extended mag release, because it's good, but it's kind of small, and under duress, I feel like I'd be more comfortable if it was just a tad bit bigger. Yeah. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna do it there. So moving on up, we have the Shadow Systems XR trigger in here. And I decided to go with this trigger opposed to the standard hinge trigger that these come with, just because I like the security of having that hair in it, opposed to the hinge going all the way across. And I like that better. And this is not great, it's not the best. I also gonna be upgrading this out to the Glock Performance trigger, or a Timony or of some sort. Still deciding on that part, but yeah. So since we're here, let's go ahead and try and get this. Like I said, just to run down again, we are clear. And I'm gonna get this trigger pull for you guys. So here's your take up, and there's your wall, and here's your break. I'm gonna reset, break. And as you can see, there's a little bit of sponginess in it, but it's still better than the hinge trigger. So one more time, we have the take up, wall. You can actually see it up here. Take up, wall, and then break. So yeah, I like it. It's decent, and I'm going to be further and changing that out to take it to that next level comp build. So moving forward, we have Amazon Special Oculitech, which is actually a TLR1 clone, Streamlight TLR. And the batteries on it is dead currently. I don't have a fresh set of batteries on hand, but the beam that it puts out is like the X300 Turbo kind of beam pattern. So it's not a flood, it's a direct beam, but fresh set of batteries. For what I was using it for, it worked great. And it fits within that budget build. So yeah. Then going up further up top, when I first purchased this dagger, it was the regular stock variant, so it didn't have the threaded barrel, nor did it have the arm mark cut or suppressor heights up top. So I actually purchased this slide separately because I knew I wanted to, even before I thought of going the competition route with this firearm, I knew I wanted it to be optics ready, and I know I wanted to throw a green dot reticle on it. So I went ahead and bought that, and along the way I was like, oh, might as well comp it. So that's how we ended up front. So I purchased this separate, but in the normal configuration, I can see if I can pop up of what it looked like when I first got it here, and here we are now. So yeah, so moving further up, we have, last but certainly not least, the Harrington Orange HCDG comp. This is a compensator specifically designed for the PSA dagger. It is a thread-on compensator, and it has 2 set screws to keep it from going anywhere. It's Loctited down, and I put a plethora of rounds through this comp. And I'm actually thankful because I am running the stock recoil spring stock guide rod that came with the dagger. So I haven't had to worry about any malfunctions and failure to eject, failure to rechamber around, and things of that nature. So yeah, this is the build. What's all left for this is a green dot. I'm not sure what green dot I'm gonna run with because, like I said, I wanted to maintain the affordable intro comp gun type of price range build or whatever. So if you guys know of any affordable green dots that's in the RMR footprint, drop them down below, let me know. This eventually at some point, it might stay here or it might go into a X300. Hell, it might even yeah, but yeah, this might get changed, but whatever I do to it further on out, you guys will see that process along with it. We got blacked out sights, leave that the same, probably change out that front one to a tritium fiber optic or something like that. But here we are. So red dot, sandpaper, performance trigger, or whatever. All right, so if you made it this far into the video, comment based. That just lets me know you guys support the content. Let me know what all you guys would like to see on this channel. I got way more stuff coming. I got way more builds that I want to bring you guys along with for this channel. And yeah, so go ahead and drop me a like, comment, subscribe. I really appreciate you guys. And I'll see you on the next one.